since I've been here, things have been so like back to back and like really cool and like really fast paced, and it's sick. I'm learning so much and I'm just loving it. It's such a cool place to live. Alaska's sweet. To start the week out, we have to burn a lot of our trash up here. So like cardboard, paper, and stuff like that, we just burn it because there's no reason to take it to town. Everything else gets thrown in bags. We put it on the skiff and we take it to town, or we give it to the tender. And then we've been working on the boat. We had to fix some stuff with the hydraulic steering. We've also got deer on the island, and they have fawns. And they're so cool. The fawns are super curious and they just like want to see what you are. You can just kind of sit down and they'll walk up. So the season was closed previously, and when it is closed, there's no tender that comes out to collect fish because there's nobody catching fish. And so when there's no tender, that means that we're not getting any supplies or gear. So we had to make a trip into Larson Bay. We went and picked some stuff up and dropped some stuff off. We brought in some trash. We got a mattress, we got some plywood, and we picked up some groceries at the Mercantile so that we would be set for the rest of the closure. I obviously brought my drone on this trip, and it's been super cool flying it. It's easily one of the coolest places ever to fly it, I think. But I was trying to get this sweet shot of the island, and I was flying it backwards, and I was backing it up over the mainland. I was across the channel, and I slammed it into a bunch of trees. So I crashed it. Bob came out of the shower, and I was like, dude, I crashed the drone, and we jumped in the canoe. There's like a little hill where the mainland starts across the channel. And so we hiked up this little hill, and we looked around and we couldn't find it for the longest time.
Weak signal.
And finally I was able to figure out how to try to kind of pinpoint its location. By some miracle we found it. I appreciated Bob helping me with that because I probably would not have been able to do it on my own.
I cannot believe that we just found this thing. I'm never flying it again.
We've also got new neighbors. We've known that they were coming for a little while, but they came into the cove the other day. Super, super nice guys, and it's fun to have other people around. So Dan has also had some friends staying with us. A friend of his from high school came down and has been staying with us, and we all went over to Hook Point the other day and had a nice dinner over there. A float plane came in the other day to pick up Kip and Lee's friend who had been staying with them over at Prominent Mound. And then me and Bob made bean bags. Bob did most of the stitching, but I helped a little bit, and we made bean bags so that we could play cornhole. And then we invited our new neighbors over, Amber and Bob. They came over and we played a couple fun games of cornhole on the 4th of July. I've never actually eaten crab, but our guys on the tender, Donnie and Dan, super, super nice guys. They got some crab in a crab pot, and they just gave it to us, and it was so good. I made a little crab toast with butter. Spot on. So I've been learning a lot on the boat. Definitely haven't figured none of it out yet, but like it feels like I'm getting better, and that's sweet. So we've been spending a lot of time on the boat working and pulling net and setting net. I've been picking fish. Finally picked a couple fish, and that feels good to kind of get down, and like I think I'll progressively get faster at that. And then the season closed again a couple of days ago, so we've been spending a lot of time mending net. Every now and then the rain will come through, and we'll take a little break and play some cornhole in the warehouse, which is where I'm at. This is where I decided to shoot this because Bob's making some artisan bread at the cabin, and it's a little loud over there. Me and Bob took the canoe over to the Buccaneer and played some cards the other night with Bob and Amber, and that was a good time. So actually today, a couple hours ago, I'm not sure if somebody heard it on the radio, but somebody found out that there were orcas over in the strait. We jumped up, we all jumped in the skiff, and we took off. But I mean, literally, I teared up a little bit. It was so phenomenal. Like, it was such an incredible thing to see. I think I got a couple videos that I'm going to stick in, so I'll finish it up with that, and maybe a drone shot from before I wrecked the drone. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.